Now I have the pleasure to invite the next speaker, who is currently leading the delivery of Visa Mobile across European markets with special focus on cloud-based payments. Please welcome on the stage Andrea Fiorentino, Head of Mobile Market Readiness, Business Strategy and Innovation at Visa.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining. We have too many here, so please have a seat. I would like to ask the senior just to take these chairs away. We might not need them. Pleasure and honor to have you here among us. And
pleasure for me to be here. First time in Bulgaria.
So how do you enjoy it so far?
I love it. I love it. I think I flew here on Sunday. Say, look, I'm traveling to the weekend, having to take an early morning flight. But it was a great opportunity. Arrive here and having the possibility to spend the afternoon in this beautiful city. Excellent.
I'm
really.
So happy that you enjoyed your time, but I hope you also enjoy the business opportunities. And talking about business opportunities, where do you see the most impactful area of a company like Visa when we talk about smart cities?
Yeah, I think is all about making a payment for everybody in the maximum possible inclusiveness. Because at the base of everything in payment, we don't want a payment to be seen as only something for people that have a bank account. Everybody should be able to have a prepaid card and be able to perform a payment, an electronic payment. Then for us, at the base of everything, there is inclusiveness, which is the top priority in the agenda of any type of municipality. I've been in payment for almost 20 years. And for me, what Visa has done in London with the Transport for London is probably
I was going to ask you about the case study.
Ever innovation I've seen. And I'm working on innovation because I'm working on, I've been working on contactless, on mobile, on tokenization. But the TFL is probably the biggest innovation.
Yeah, so you just talked about TFL success. So can you give us some numbers, some figures about it? So what is really happening?
Yeah, we got some numbers. First of all, I mean, the reason why it's innovation is because it's the first product that a bank and a transit operator has been developed to be consumer friendly. I mean, the most important thing here is you arrive in London, okay? I mean, even if you speak perfect English and so on, but the machine they're going to see in front of you is not the same machine that you're going to see in the metro of Sofia. Not the same or the one of Paris, okay? Then first of all, you're going to see a completely different type of stuff. The beauty of being able to tap your card when you enter, when you exit, in the bus, in the double-decker, and then at the end of the day, get the best possible fare for you, this is unique. Because it's around the consumer convenience. Then it's fantastic. Volumes. We started in September 2014, okay? It was a friend and family, all this sort of stuff. We had all our Visa colleagues. We were enabled for this barrier. And the real ramp-up has been in 2015, in reality. We are now, according to our latest figures, which is ramping from 2014, from the launch until January 2016, over 110 million transactions. You have to consider that Visa has 97 million transactions here in the whole Bulgaria, then just Transport for London, okay? Not because of Bulgaria is small, because Bulgaria is doing lots of transactions. The point is that the Transport for London has increased drastically the volume of transaction. And what happened today is that 30% of the consumers that were using the Oyster card, which was the prepaid, the proprietary card from Transport for London, 30% of these pay-as-you-go, the prepaid account, they've been switching to their normal debit card because they find this much more convenient. We also work with the Transport for London. They did some consumer research, and the consumers are even happier than with a debit card than with the Oyster card. And this is fantastic because we achieve exactly what we wanted. And the performance is exactly the same. Here is not about having the barrier to slow down in the entrance. No, completely. Today, the performance is exactly the same. You tap the card with the same couple of 100 milliseconds, the barrier is going to open to you. You can also use with your iPhone, with Apple Pay we've been launching. Soon we are going to be able to use on Android Pay and Barclay consumer they can use on cloud-based payment. Then any device, you can use that. then is growing continuously. In one day, on the 18th of December, which I think is Saturday, usually is a typical last-minute shopping they do in London, there were 1 million transactions. Then imagine what does it mean. 1 million journey for a transit system that is a mandatory, because in London, seriously, doesn't really matter. You know, in all the rest of the city, some people have the privilege to use a car. In London, even if you are a very wealthy person and so on, you are going to still need to use your public transport. Doesn't really matter.
That's amazing numbers, amazing figures. Obviously, a lot to be done and to be optimized in this area. How do you see Sofia as the digital capital of the new markets?
It's definitely something that could start in Sofia as well. It was a lungimirant vision from the municipality from London. The TfL, they decided that the only way to focus exactly was focus their agenda around the problematic of the London Underground, which is completely different than the Sofia metro system, okay? That's very important. The London Underground is over 100 years old, okay? Then that's why sometimes if you are a very tall person, not me and you, with all due respect, we are going to have a problem here to stay like that, because you know, the tunnel, they were done.
We're going to be okay.
They were done. Yeah, no, for us we are fantastic, no problem at all. Yeah, they were very small. There was not even space for putting the vending machine. And every square meter they got in the tube station is rented at premium price, because you can put a shop that can sell some sandwich and so on. Then they had to reduce drastically the vending machine environment, the infrastructure of the vending machine, as well the people to support. Because today the people that, the typical gentleman that is with the light blue suit with the color Transport for London, is there for the tourists, not for the Londoners. Is there to help the people like us going there, and we get a bit lost into this. Yeah. Then they said, let's focus on getting the train on time, getting the best possible way to calculate the right fare, because this is Transport for London, very important. And don't think that TfL has been dropping their department of Oyster. No, 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 no. Oyster is just a device, a card. They replaced the Oyster with another authentication method, which was offered by all the banks that issue in contactless worldwide. You can go with a Bulgarian card and use your Transport for London without any problem. Then what they did is they developed a very important engine to be able to collate all the information, all this stuff in and out, and at the end of the day, to calculate the best fare. Then there was a development for their side, and that development was, the orientation was to reduce the cost, to reduce and to offer more simplicity. And they are really getting there. Because New York has announced exactly the same, and we are happy to work with any capital city that is interested in working with us in Europe.
Thank you, Mr. Fiorentino. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for Visa to be among our partners. Thank you. It's
Thanks
been for a long time.
Thank you.
So also special greetings to Krasi, who is also here.
Thank you.